So in just 60 seconds, I'm going to show you how you can take your checkout page that looks like this and redirect it to a custom thank you page that looks like this one. And then after we do that, I'm going to show you ways that you can make more profit and more sales from your checkout page. Because if you're not doing that, you're just leaving so much profit on the table. And I would actually go as far as to say, if you're not upselling people after the checkout and on your thank you page, you're going to find it very hard to run a profitable business in 2022. So 60 seconds on the clock. Let's go ahead and redirect this checkout page to this custom thank you page. So the easiest and fastest way to do this is to use this plugin here, WooFunnels. Now, once you install and activate it under here, WooFunnels, we want to go to funnels and then we'll click add new funnel. And then here I'll just write main checkout and then we'll click add. And then here under funnels and then all, I'm going to use Elementor as my page builder for this demonstration. I'm going to go down and choose one of these pre-built out of the box themes that comes with WooFunnels. Now, worth mentioning is these ones in green, you need to actually go ahead and purchase WooFunnels. So I'm going to leave a link to that in the description below. It is my favorite WooCommerce plugin. So it's literally a no-brainer for me. Anyone with a WooCommerce website, I would highly recommend checking out WooFunnels. So I'm going to go ahead and use this design here. So I'm going to click import. Now I'm going to go through exactly what these different things are here on the screen that you're seeing. But for now, all we're going to do is drag our main checkout up the top to be the first thing. And then after that is going to be our thank you page. So next we want to go to settings and then checkouts and then global checkout. So we actually have the 2022 theme activated right now. So our default checkout is our, out of the box theme that looks like this. So this is a default 2022 theme checkout page. So we just want to go and replace this with the one that we just created. Click save, and then we'll go back and refresh. And this is what our checkout page looks like. So let's actually go and reach our thank you page. So we're going to continue to shipping. This is another good thing about WooFunnels is it has a multi-step up here, and then we'll go down, down, down. I'm going to use a test gateway and click place order. And this is our custom thank you page, which looks exactly like this. So pretty good out of the box. And again, you can just go and edit this with Elementor, and you can customize this however you want. So this here, if we just click on this, this is a module in Elementor, and then you can just go and drag that module wherever you want on the page. You can drag any other type of module on the page and design it any way that you want. So that's how you go and set up the functionality. So I'm going to stop 60 seconds just so I've made that promise to you. But now what we're going to do is we're going to spend the remainder of this video focusing on what I feel is more important than this. This is just to go and get it looking, pretty and have a custom thank you page. But you really need to spend like 99% of the rest of the time that you're going to be spending with your thank you page on what I'm going to cover in these next chapters. So you definitely want to stick around for the rest of this video. Let's get into the first thing that I want to cover here. It's really important. So all the other chapters in the remainder of this video is going to be hyper focused on showing you how to make more profit from your existing traffic to your website. Before we get into that, the main thing that we need to understand before we jump in there and try and make more money and set up some systems is to understand the buyer's head and how we're actually capitalizing on their mindset. So we have to remember that we have people that are landing on your website. They might land on a product page, they might land on your homepage, they might land on a catalog page, a category page, wherever they land. They can come from different places. So let's actually just break it down to organic and paid. Let's just say somebody does a Google search and they type in Mr. Bean beanie. I don't know why I picked Mr. Bean there, but let's just run with it. So Mr. Bean beanie. Oh, there we go. So let's just say they type that into Google and they came and they land from Google onto your product page here where you're selling a Mr. Bean beanie. So they've gone to Google, they've searched for something, they land on here, and now they go and they add this to cart, and then they view their cart, and then they go down, and then they go and proceed to checkout. They put in their details, they go to shipping, they scroll down, they put in their cart information, they place their order, and now they're on your custom thank you page, and they've got an email, and that's sort of it. There was no real chance for them to go and see the t-shirt that you had with the Mr. Bean print, and there was no way for them to go and see that they could get shoes printed with Mr. Bean's face on them. You have these other products in your website that people might want to buy, but they just didn't see it through the checkout process. Now, for me personally, with my high traffic e-commerce website, over 70%, it's like 78% last time I checked, I think, was coming from mobile phones. So on a mobile phone, the menus collapsed. So if we go back to our product page and somebody's gone from a Google search for a Mr. Bean beanie and landed on this product page, and then we mimic a mobile, hello, sorry, this is weird. And then we go ahead and we have them see the mobile view, they might not see the menu up here. And so there's just no real incentive for them to browse around. They're just shown exactly what they're searching for. But with over 70% of your traffic coming from a mobile phone and the menus collapsed in a hamburger like that, yeah, they're basically just going to add one product to cart and then go through and purchase it. And this is why we really need to be proactive to give our customers more options. If they want to buy more Mr. Bean stuff, that will make them happier. We're sort of doing a disservice by not showing them the other products that we have that are Mr. Bean related. So not only are we going to make more profit, but the actual actual end user is able to buy more of what they want and they are happier with the purchase from our website. So that's one thing that we need to keep in mind, is that upsells don't have to be forced upon people. We can actually see it as we're helping them get more of what they want, but they just couldn't find it in our website. Because I think a lot of people think that upsells are spammy, or they feel like that it's just, it's like people don't really want to see that. This stuff works. And again, you're helping your user get more of what they want. Now, just on this point, if you're running ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, you're probably running them to a product page directly. Again, same problem. They're not going to see the other different options. They're just going to go through to the checkout process and then the thank you page. And there's nothing on the thank you page for them to go and buy more products of. So that's the biggest problem there. So that would cover the usability side of this problem that we're trying to fix by adding upsells and downsells during the checkout process. The other side of that is the buyer psychology. So anyone that gets to our checkout page, so if we add this and then we get to the checkout page, anyone that goes through and places an order on your website is in a buying mood. They've already handed over their credit card details. They're willing to spend money in your business. They trust your business and they like what you're offering. So imagine I'm in a buying mood and I'm ready to buy what you're offering. And then I land on this page here and it just says, yeah, this is what I bought. Yeah, I know that. Oh, you're going to send me an email? Yeah, cool. Check my inbox. Oh, yeah, got the email. Yeah. And then I wait until I get the product. Like, I'm in a buying mood and I'm not shown any other things that I could add. Like, you've done all the hard work. You've wrote the blog post to get that listed in Google, to get people to your website. You've optimized your ads to get cheap clicks. You're getting people to your website for a low cost. You're getting people to the checkout page, to the thank you page. You've done all the hard work. And you have this person that's ready to spend money, and they have spent money in your store and they're in a buying mood, but you're just not giving them any other options. So I know this chapter wasn't the fun how to set things up and how to go out and make more profit with your WooCommerce website, but this is us identifying the problem and trying to understand why the problem exists. And now we're going to get into the next couple of chapters, which are going to be the solutions to this, which are basically how can we make more profit from our customers, and then also show them more offers throughout the checkout process while they're in a buying mood and allow them to buy more of what they want to get from our website. So let's get into the next chapter, which is one of the ways that you can go out and make more profit from your thank you page. So the first way that you can go out and start making money with your thank you page is very simple. We have built this inside WooFunnels, this page specifically using Elementor, which means we could go and edit this with Elementor, and we could go down the bottom, we could add a row and then add a products module into it. And that's exactly what I've done here. So if we click edit with Elementor and scroll down, you can see that this is a row. And if I click on this, it's a products module, and the query is you can change it to whatever you want. I'm doing latest products, sale, featured. So you have all these different types of products that you could output, but no matter what query you select here, you're going to run into these problems. The first one is you're hard coding products into the page here. So if somebody goes through the checkout and they buy a beanie with a logo and they scroll down, they're going to see this offer beanie with a logo, which is a product that they just bought. So it doesn't really make sense because they're not going to really buy it again. And so out of your 4 upsells there, one of them is not really related to that user, which means you're wasting this valuable upsell space. Now, the second problem, or the biggest problem with all of this, is just the buyer experience to actually go and commit to purchasing these upsells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the problem. So let's just say we go down and we add to cart the beanie with the logo, and then we go through the checkout process. And I'll just enter my details, click continue to shipping, and then we'll go down and we're going to purchase this product. And now we're on the thank you page. If we scroll down, okay, so the first problem with this layout is obviously people might not even see these upsells. They might just see their order receipt and then close the browser, go check their inbox for their email, and then call it a day. Obviously, you could get around that by moving this row above into this section here. That might be one way to solve it being overlooked, but you're still going to have the following problems. So the first problem is, as we discussed, is that they've already bought the beanie with the logo. We don't really want to see it again. So we're wasting the space. The second is the buyer experience. So let's just say our customer, so me just going through the checkout, I've just bought this beanie and I scroll down and I go, oh, I want the matching t-shirt with the logo. So I click add to cart, and now I'm in my cart page. So now I'm going down and I need to click to proceed to checkout. So this is right here on the cart page. This is where I could go, I actually just spent a bit of money. Do I really want to buy this t-shirt? Do I need this t-shirt? Okay, so this is another instance where the customer, your customer, could actually question whether or not they want this product. Let's just say they do. They click to proceed to checkout. So now they're on the checkout page. So now this person needs to confirm that these details are all correct again. So it's just a little bit of a hassle. They continue to shipping. Another thing to point out with this method is maybe you don't have free shipping on your store. So is your customer going to be charged shipping again for this item, but they just paid for shipping, which doesn't really make sense. So that's one one thing that maybe you could get around with a plugin or some custom code, but it's just not going to be very straightforward to set up. The next solution I'm going to cover in the next chapter doesn't have these issues, but these are just things that we need to understand with this process here, because I don't want you to go ahead and set this up. There is a better way. Let's just say this customer goes down and they get to here. Now, if you have guest checkout set up on your website, they will need to go and enter their credit card details again or sign into PayPal again. So again, there's that hassle there. It's another point in time that your customer can go, do I really want to go ahead and purchase this product? Now, if they go ahead and they proceed and they purchase this order, they will be taken back to this same thank you page and see the same upsells. So the likeliness of them going and buying another upsell is very unlikely. So you've just limited the amount of upsells that the customer can have to pretty much just basically one upsell. So you're not really capitalizing on the customer who is in a buying mood. These customers that are seeing this have already bought from your website. You already know they want your products. They're in a buying mood. You really just want to be showing them as many offers as you possibly can that they're likely to purchase. So this method here doesn't really work for these things that I've just explained here. Let's get into the next area where I show you a better way to add upsells than what I've just shown you. So in regards to what to put on your thank you page to increase your upsells, we're going to touch on that in an upcoming chapter because we're not finished here. We can actually make money with our thank you page. But what's more important that we address before we get into what to put on this page is funnels, because this is going to be the first thing that you should be going out and setting up with your WooCommerce website if you don't have it set up. I would literally stop everything that I'm doing and go and set up funnels, which is what I'm about to show you, before I did anything else for the rest of the week. And I'll show you why. So if we go back to WooFunnels and we go under funnels, we have here our main checkout. So this is our global checkout and then the custom thank you page. So again, just if we open these in new tabs. So again, this is what our checkout page looks like. And then this is what our thank you page currently looks like. So what we can do is we can add a new step and we're going to add one-click upsells. And here we're going to do this for the beanie with the logo. And we're going to move this in between the checkout and the thank you. Now let's go ahead and we're going to edit this and we're going to add an offer. And here we're going to do the t-shirt with logo, which is this product here. And we're going to click add. Now for this one here, just for easy math, we're going to give 50% off the regular price. And then we're going to click save changes. And then we're going to add a new offer. And this is going to be a downsell. And here we'll do a belt and we'll add the product into this offer. We'll do a belt and we'll do that like so. And the belt, again, we'll give 50% off the regular price and then we'll turn it on and save changes. So just to recap, now here under rules, we want to add a rule and we only want to show this set of offers of upsells and downsells. So this, whatever's under here, we only want to show when these rules are met. And we're going to do when the product contains at least one, and we're going to do beanie with logo like so and click save. So to summarize what we've just done, if we go back to our funnels, this is our main funnel for our entire website. When somebody purchases from our global checkout, so i.e. the normal checkout page on our WooCommerce website, it will go to this next step, which is our one-click upsells. And then if we click into this, if these rules are met, which is the products in the global checkout that were purchased by our customer were at least one beanie with logo, then we will go ahead and show them this series of upsell offers, which is an upsell for a t-shirt with a logo at 50% off the regular price. And if they say no to this offer, then we will downsell them the belt, which will be 50% off the regular price. And then after doing all of that, they will go to our thank you page that we've just designed. Now that's the logic of what we've just gone and set up. Now let's do the actual look of the offer pages before we go ahead and test all of this. So we'll click into here and then we'll click on design. And for the t-shirt with a logo, we're going to use Elementor and we're just going to do this one here, the Persuader. And then for the other one, the belt, we could just keep it simple and do that as well. Now, I personally will keep my offer pages looking pretty much the same, but I also am conscious of the fact that if you use the same design for multiple offers, sometimes if your page loads really fast, your user might not really understand that the page is reloaded and it's a new offer. So I am conscious of that. And sometimes I do like to mix up what my offer pages look like, just so my user knows that the page has loaded a new offer for them to look at. So we did this for the t-shirt over here. Let's just do a different one. So if we just scroll down, we'll just find another one, which might be this one here. So we'll import this. Okay. And that's going to be the belt offer. So now that we've gone ahead and set all of that up, let me show you how all of this would work. So here we are on the shop page. And if we go down, we're going to add the beanie with logo. So we'll click add to cart and then we'll go down and we'll proceed to checkout, put in our details, click continue to shipping. And then I'll go down and then we'll just use the test gateway and we'll click place order. Now Now, because we bought the beanie with the logo, our rule is going to be true. So now we see our first upsell, which is for the t-shirt. So now you could go ahead and design and customize this page however you want inside WooFunnels using Elementor or your favorite page builder. I didn't make any changes, but you can see here, this image here is dynamically pulled from the product in WooCommerce. And then we can see the price here. So it's the 50% off. And then if we click yes to upgrade our offer, that would be added to our order. But we're not going to do that in this scenario. I'm actually going to click no thank you so we can see the downsell. So let's go ahead and click no thank you. And then it says, wait, here is the belt. And this is 50% off as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and click yes. So yes, add this to my order. That's being processed in the background. Congratulations, your item has been successfully added to the order. And now that's all done. So we didn't specifically add upsells to the thank you page, but we added upsells between the checkout page and the thank you page. So it's really important to understand that you can go ahead and do that. And that's a really easy way to force people to see your upsells front and center, and they have to say yes or no. Whereas the other method we looked at in the previous chapter, they might miss these, they might not understand how to go ahead and purchase these upsells, and you're hard coding the upsells on the actual thank you page. I want to come back to this thank you page because we're not just going to add upsells and downsells in between the checkout page and the thank you page. We're going to do that, which is what we just looked at in this chapter, but then we also want to add some ability for our users to go and add more upsells using this thank you page. And that's what we're going to do in the next section. So if we go back to our funnels and we click into our main checkout, we can see that when people go and add products to their cart and they go to our global checkout page and then they proceed and make a payment, it then goes to our upsell step here, and then it checks the rules. If the rules are met, i.e. it checks the items in the cart that were purchased. If a rule is met, it will fire these upsells and then it goes to the thank you page. Now you can go ahead and add more one-click upsell steps here. So we could actually go ahead and duplicate this one here, and then we could click into it, and then we could have a set of upsells here where for any t-shirt, we might actually want to change this and upsell a belt. So I'll just quickly go ahead and do that. So 50% off and save. And then we could go ahead and downsell a cap. So I'll just remove that and add that. I'm going to run through exactly what I'm setting up here so it all makes sense. It's really important that we go through this, and we're going to give 50% off the regular price there and save. Now for the rules, I'm going to say instead of a specific product like we did in the previous section, we're going to do a product category. And if it matches any of these, so t-shirts, then it will fire this set of offers. So let's go back and then we go to our main checkout. So what would happen now is people can go through and purchase products from our website. If somebody goes ahead and purchases just our beanie with a logo in this cart here, then it would go through this upsell here. So it goes top to bottom. And when rules are met, then it triggers those upsells and then it goes to the thank you page. So if they go ahead and purchase the beanie with the logo, it would go here. And then these rules check if a beanie with the logo was purchased in the cart. Yes, it was. Then it shows the upsells and downsells, the offers inside here, and then it would go to the thank you page. If that is not met, so somebody goes through our main checkout and they purchase products from our website and they go through and they buy any t-shirt, it will check here and this rule is not met because they didn't purchase a beanie with a logo. Then it goes to the next one and then it would go down to this one and it would check, they bought a t-shirt. Is that a product from the product category t-shirt? Yes. It would show our upsell for a belt and then our downsell for a cap and then a thank you page. So that's how you go ahead and have your main checkout and then set up upsells and downsells that fire based dynamically on whatever is in the cart. So that is a really important thing that you should go out and set up. But another way that you can go and set up things inside WooFunnels is using sales funnels. I'm going to show you what that is because we're going to tie it back to upsells on your thank you page. So if we go back to our funnels and we go add new, and this one we're going to do a t-shirt with logo, and then here we're going to do cap. And we'll click add. And here I'm going to import an entire funnel. So it comes with 4 different steps. And I'm just going to go ahead and let's just choose this one here. So import. And now I have a landing page, checkout, upsells, and thank you page. Now I'm going to quickly go through and I'm going to show you how I set this up. And then I'm going to explain what I do at the end. So here for the checkout, we're going to go ahead and edit this. We're going to keep the design there. I'm not going to touch too much, but for the products, we're going to assign a product. And then for the product, we're going to do the cap and click add and add product. product. And this here, we might give 50% off the regular price and click save changes. So when somebody purchases from this checkout form, they are purchasing the cap. So we're just going to leave that like so, and I'm going to go back, and then under upsells, we're going to add some upsells. So this is exactly what we did in the previous section. So here we might upsell a hoodie like so and click add, and we'll give, let's just say 50% off and click save changes. And just notice that they can choose their colors here. We're going to show you what this looks like on the front end in a second. This is an upsell. And then if they say no to the hoodie, we can actually downsell them maybe the belt, and we'll make that a downsell. Click add, and then we'll add the belt product to this offer. Click add, and we'll give 50% off the regular price as well. Turn that on and save. And now that's all done. Now, we don't actually need to go and set rules here for these offers to fire, because these are going to fire for anyone that purchases from that checkout page where we're selling the cap. Now we have a landing page, a checkout that sells the cap, our upsells that we just set up and downsells, and then our thank you page. Now, if we view this page here, I'm just going to quickly edit this with Elementor and make it a little bit more about our cap. And then we're going to go through this whole purchasing thing, because this is really important to understand that you can actually do this with your website. And as you've seen, it doesn't really take long to set up. So get our Christmas cap 50% off today only. This would be all about the cap that we're selling. Here we could add a picture of the cap. I'm just going to change this title here. All we really need to do, again, this is more about the functionality. It's not really about designing the page. And now that is all done. So I'm going to exit out of that. And what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our funnels, and then we're going to go back to our main checkout, and we're going to edit this thank you page. And I'm going to edit with Elementor, and I'm going to scroll down, and then I'm actually just going to delete this row here. And if we go up, what I do is I add my offers on a sidebar on my thank you page, just so they're higher up above the fold on a desktop. You can add them up here if you want. Again, the world's your oyster here. I'm going to go ahead and add a sidebar here. So I'm going to add a column. I'm going to get rid of this. Again, I'm just quickly going to get rid of that bottom border. We're going to pull it up a little bit. And then here we could go ahead, and then I'll just drag this over a little bit. So that's sort of what I would do. And then I would add deals down the side here. So if we go ahead and we add, let's just say into here, we add a heading, and it just, again, you guys can design this so much better than I will. A limited time Xmas deal like so. I'm just going to make that a bit smaller. And then here, I'm just going to add a button here. But what I usually do is I'll go ahead and design panels, which are just square images of the deal and what I'm offering. So say limited time deal, and I'll go ahead and design a picture that says, this is our Xmas cap. It's 50% off currently. Click here to claim this deal. For this example, I'm not going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to say, get our Xmas cap 50% off today. I'm just going to do that. Keep it really simple here. We could go and duplicate this, and you could add another deal here, duplicate this, and another deal here. So if we go ahead and update that, that would be along the lines of what I'm doing to upsell here on the thank you page. Now, what's interesting is if we go back here and we go to our funnels, so we have our cap funnel here. So if I click on this and then I open this in a new tab, I can get the URL for this landing page that says what this cap deal is, and I can copy this, go back here, I can edit this, paste that into their update. Each of these buttons now are linking to their own sales funnels that have our own deals that we're running right now. And whenever somebody purchases these deals, we're then triggering more upsells and downsells that can go to their own thank you pages. It can be never ending funnels. This is the stuff that you want to do, because again, your buyer is in a buying mood, because if they're seeing this, they're already bought something from your website. So we need to capitalize that. And again, we're helping them find more of what they want. Upsells don't have to be pushy or be seen as pushy. They can be as you giving people more of what they want and putting that in front of them, so they at the end of the day can get more of what they want to buy. So now that we've done that, let's actually go through and break down how this all works, so you can fully understand just how many opportunities we have to sell more of our products to our customer now that we've done these simple things. So let's go through our website. So we're going to start from the products page. So here we are on our shop, and we're going to add the beanie with logo. Okay, and we're just going to purchase this. So we're going to go proceed to checkout, enter in our details, click. We're going to go down, and we're going to purchase this beanie. And it says, wait, get the matching t-shirt for 50% off. You know what? I don't really want this t-shirt. I don't really like the look of it. So no, thank you. And it says, wait, get this belt 50% off. You know what? I actually need a belt. You know what? That's a pretty good deal. Yeah, add that to my order. And now I'm on the thank you page. And just a note, you can add as many upsells and downsells as you want during that process. I just added to this for this tutorial. And also those upsells and downsells can be WooCommerce, Woo subscription products. So you can sell people to get billed every 30 days and you send them a product. That's just an easy way for for you to add extra profit to your revenue. So coming back to the thank you page, now that we've gone through that, you can see that we've got our 2 products here. But then I see that you can actually go ahead and purchase the Christmas cap for 50% off. You know what? I want to see what this deal is about. So I click on this. So now I'm reading all about this deal, about this Christmas cap. I can go through and sort of see, and you know what? I actually want to buy this Christmas cap. It's 50% off today. So then I click to get this cap. So now I'm on the checkout form where I'm buying just that cap. So my details are in there. I can select what shipping that I want to do. And you can see that the cap is assigned to this checkout form. So it shows here on the form. Now, if we go down, I can see there's a picture of it. And I'm going to go ahead and place my order for this cap. And then it says, wait, get the matching hoodie. So again, we're just upselling them again. And remember how I pointed out that this hoodie came in different colors and sizes or with a logo? This is where your variations for that product show on the front end. So let's just say we want the green and the logo. No, we don't want the logo. Or maybe we want the red. Okay, you can choose and we'll click yes, upgrade my order. So we're not going to see that downsell that we set up. We're going to go straight to the checkout page. Sorry, I'm in the thank you page. So now we're on the thank you page. Review our order there. And this order is just for what we just purchased. It doesn't put all our orders together. If we have a look on the WP admin, these are those 2 orders there. So I'm going to open these up in a new tab. So if we have a look at this order here, this is the first order that we did where I bought the beanie with the logo. And then I went and actually purchased a downsell for the belt. Now you also get this timeline over here. So it runs you through exactly what your customer did so you know what they did. This is really helpful for when your customers are emailing you about customer service. You can see exactly what they did. So I can see that, you know, the customer went through me, obviously. I bought the beanie with the logo and then I saw the upsell for the t-shirt with the logo and I said no. So I rejected that offer. And then I saw the belt offer and then I accepted the belt offer and converted. And then I went to terminate the funnel and went to the thank you page. So that's what happened there. And that's that initial order. The second order where I went ahead, I bought the cap and then I said yes to the upsell for hoodie. So here I went through the funnel and then I saw the offer. So the first upsell, which hoodie, I just didn't rename the funnel step, but this is a hoodie. I viewed it, I accepted, converted, terminated. That's what happened there. They're in 2 separate orders. But when you're going through and buying, when you say yes to upsells and downsells, you can see that they're actually put into the one order. So it's really easy to manage. And if you scroll to the bottom, you also get this area here, which actually shows you, just say you're using Stripe, it will show you the Stripe payment transaction ID. So you can click and see that specific transaction in Stripe because each thing is actually a separate credit card, payment. If they purchase from your checkout form, then they take an upsell, that's 2 different Stripe transactions because it's taking payment along the way. And you can see those payments here related to Stripe and PayPal. So now that we've run through that, if we just split screen here, we can see our 2 different orders here. If you are in this party that isn't adding one-click upsells and downsells between your checkout page and your thank you page, and you're not also linking from your thank you page to other sales funnels like I just showed you there that have their own upsells and downsells, you are losing out on so much money. So now I've just split screen here and I want to run you through why this is also important. And if you're in this party where you don't have these upsells and downsells between your checkout page and your thank you page, and then you're not linking to other sales pages and other sales funnels from your actual thank you page, you're losing out on all these different upsells and downsells that really there's no risk of adding. You can either go ahead and leave your store as it is and just have people purchase from your checkout form and then go to your thank you page, which would be this beanie and logo here, or you can pay a little bit of money to buy WooFunnels, which is like $129 at the lowest tier. Spend some time setting all of these up, and then you can go ahead and add these upsells and downsells and these sales funnels and get all these extra purchases. If somebody was to go ahead and do this, you could either just sell the beanie with the logo and make $18, or you could do what we've just done here and add an extra $32 here, plus an extra $16, plus an extra $22. Like it just doesn't make any sense to not go ahead and set something like this up for your WooCommerce store, because it's not like you're going to scare customers off because you're only showing them these offers after they've already paid for the main offer on your website. So we're going to wrap up this video here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you have any ideas for more in-depth breakdowns of what I've shown you here in this video that I could put in their own separate videos, leave them in the comments below. If you got any value out of this video, please like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.